Hello and welcome. This is Mouse Gunner, and it's time to get Hearthstoned yet again. Continuing on with the Curse of Naxxramas adventure, and last time we just started the military quarter. We were able to beat Instructor Vesuvius pretty quickly, and now
If you give up now, I will tell Gothic not to turn you into a disembodied soul.
we have Gothic the Harvester to deal with. Alright, he draws cards. Now this one I don't remember at all, so I don't know actually what he's all about. Let's think. What would be a good deck to fight him with? Well, we could do a Spelllock, the Spelllock deck, which is one of my favorite decks to play with. And that might be a direct counter to whatever he's doing. Because I also can draw cards. Granted, it does damage to me, whereas his seemingly does not. I could also go after him with my Beast deck, which I haven't played in a really long time. But most of these decks I've played at some point. The only ones you haven't seen are a couple decks that haven't been finished. My experimental deck, which is going to have a theme to it eventually. It's not really complete. I just don't have the cards to finish it off. And then my Rampant Dairy is also not finished. So we'll try the Beast deck. I haven't played it in a really long time, so we'll give it a go. If we don't win with it, that's all right. We'll try something else. We'll get it, and at least an idea of what this guy's mechanic is all about, because outside his hero power, I don't really remember anything about him.
Versus Gothic the Harvester.
My minions never truly die.
Let the hunt begin.
Oh, you know what? I remember this guy now. Okay. Yeah, I remember him now. Well, you know what? We'll keep the Animal Companion, but discard everything else. Alright, we at least have a turn 1 with the Web Spinner. Alright, so if I remember correctly, this guy's deal is he has a bunch of minions that have death rattles that make them come over to your side, and then they do damage to you. We'll see that mechanic here, I think, if I'm remembering this correctly. Alright. Not a whole lot we can do about that guy. Looks like we'll just be trading here. Looking to get something nice from that. Haunted Creeper might be okay, but not now, not at this point. So maybe another Web Spinner. Yeah, that card right there just shut me down pretty good.
Fool! I am the harvester of souls!
Okay, we could play this guy and we could trade. This would be wounded, though, at the end of it. But otherwise, we're going to have to spend a lot more turns and a lot more cards on this guy. We could also play the Animal Companion and hope for a Leok, but if we don't get it, we're pretty much not doing well. I think Direwolf Alpha. I know it's kind of a waste of that card, but we'll give it a go. No, well, we got Gazrilla there. Okay.
Kill my minions if you like. Their souls will pay you a visit.
All right. Yeah, this is the guy. So what happens is you summon a Spectral Warrior for your opponent. The Spectral Warrior just sits on your side and does damage to you at the beginning of every turn, if I'm remembering that correctly. Okay, so maybe a good idea to get the Houndmaster out there to try and protect the Direwolf, although that wouldn't really save it because this guy could just trade for it. So that wouldn't really help. We could go for an Animal Companion and hope that it is the Taunt, which might be a wise move. We'll try for that.
To my side.
Alright, we got Huffer instead. That's okay. We could do damage to the face here. I'm going to hold back the Timberwolf, although I could have played it to do a little bit more damage. We're going to hold back on that. Alright, we'll see what the AI does here. Drain life. Alright. And then trade. Alright. We kind of expected something like that, so not too surprising. Unfortunately, I'm 1 mana shy of really putting together a combo, like, for instance, the Houndmaster plus River Crocolisk to get a 4 or 5 taunt. I could play this, but it's likely it will die. And I wouldn't get any benefit out of it. For instance, if I could follow it up with a Gazrilla, that would be awesome. I think in this situation, I'm just going to put some bodies out there. Unfortunately, if he attacks here, that's not a very good trade, but it is what it is.
For the Lich King!
I hate that card.
Return!
And this is the guy I'm talking about here. But, well, he's not a beast. Dang. If we had the Timberwolf, we could have given him attack value and attacked. Alright. Fortunately, we just don't have the cards to do what I want to do here. If we play the Tundra Rhino again, it's likely it will die. We could play out the Houndmaster here, give a taunt to the Haunted Creeper. But once the Haunted Creeper dies, it stops being a beast, so we don't get that synergy anymore. And it would only go up to a 3/4, which this thing could kill. We could put out this guy, but then we don't have a follow-up move because we don't have anything that costs 3 mana, so it might just be hero ability. I'm thinking about just holding off on some of my other moves here for the time being. Although, I don't see how this is any different than the Houndmaster play. Oh well, we'll go this route. We'll even put the Timberwolf down. Get some damage out there. And hit face. This way, if he attacks in here, we at least get a trade. Because now we can trade the Haunted Creeper in. And it only does 1 damage, so it's not really that big of a deal. So... Alright, we're still not having a whole lot of options here. I think we get the Gazrilla out. And maybe the next turn we taunt it. Although we might need that taunt now to save the Timberwolf. But what would we taunt? Yeah, I don't think we have a choice here. Gazrilla. We trade. We're going to lose this guy. But here's what it is. Shadow Bolt. Nah, he's going to trade it out. Going to corrupt it, probably. If he trades, too, on top of that, then that's a real waste. Alright, well, it's got corruption on it, so we might as well use the damage while we've got it. And we might be able to rush him down at this point. Technically, if I wait until next turn, I could Tundra Rhino, then give it taunt, then charge and kill him, as long as he doesn't heal himself. So, I'm thinking, play the Core Hound down here for a distraction.
Job's done.
Then we end our turn.
Shields up.
Well, there goes that plan.
This is it.
I could have just done hero power a couple times and killed him as well. Well, we could still combo it a little bit here. We just don't have the mana to do everything. Yeah, we're not going to be able to kill him this turn. We do this. We do this. We hit here. And we hit here. This is looking kind of dire for us, though, because we're lower on health than I'd like to be. But we're 1 health away from killing him. I think we've played all right. I could have played my last turn a little better. All right, that's irrelevant as long as he doesn't heal. Shadow Bolt. Okay, we got him. Hero power wins the day. Good night.
Why doesn't Gothic come back as Spectral Gothic? Come on!
So it looks like the Hunter there was the right call, the Beast deck. All right, well, that's our second match in the Military Quarter. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This is Mouse Gunner, signing out.